Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another weekly outlook video. So I didn't do my usual recap video yesterday purely because I didn't actually take any trades last week to recap. There were a few opportunities that did set up for me last week, but I wasn't able to take them for one reason or the next. So there weren't any trades for me to recap as such. So I'm just gonna kind of run through what I'm looking at for trading opportunities in the upcoming week. A few of them are, there are a few clear opportunities that seem really nice, but there's quite a few that they're just kind of generalized, right? So in general, I'll be looking for kind of long opportunities on a few odd pairs and long opportunities on a few GBP pairs. Just because they've been in such clear uptrends for quite a while. So I'm just going to continue looking for buy opportunities until, I'm proven different, right? So the clearest one here for me is on AUDJPY. So we have obviously clear uptrend here on the daily time frame. We also had just this past week, we had price kind of consolidate last week. And then on Thursday, we had this massive breakthrough of the previous highs of the week before, right? So I'm going to look for it to come back, retest those broken highs. If you just look at the H4, so you kind of have this sort of, this sort of level here, right? I guess you could also say this is probably the level down here. So, we're just going to have to wait to see what price does if it gets back to this sort of level, right? I have an alert set just above the level around 8400, well, 84.0. So if we have kind of price pull back in here, show some signs of rejection, then I'll look for the long opportunities. CADCHF. So what I was looking at on this pair last week was, a possible pullback into these broken highs here. But that never happened. We just had price continue to rip higher. So we recently broke these highs of this week with this massive bullish move on Friday. So I'll just be looking for it to kind of pull back into, these broken highs, either this high here or maybe I'll just move this, maybe this level here, any one of those, right? So I'll just wait to see what price does. If it decides to kind of pull back, maybe dip beneath the level, break back above, I don't know. We just have to wait to see if it even pulls back. If it does pull back, I'll look for rejection around either one of these levels, and then look for some trading opportunities, right? So what I'll do, I'll just set an alert kind of around this level here. Add alert. Cool. So if we get a pullback into that level, I'll kind of see what price is doing. If it gets there, if I see some signs of rejection, I'll look for long opportunities on that pair. CADJPY, same sort of deal. We kind of have this massive uptrend that's happening, that's been in play. I have this one marked as red purely because I'm still looking at this trading level here, these broken highs. We did have a minor pullback here, just right here, where it kind of paused for a bit, kind of like Tuesday, Wednesday last week. So I may pay attention to price at that level, but I'll be looking at a nice deep retracement for this pair and then look for continued long opportunities. All right, EURCAD. All right, so I was looking last week for it to pull back into these broken lows just here, but that never happened. It just continued to push lower. And then we form this minor low just here. It'll be clear on the lower time frame. All right, so we have this low here that was formed. So if price manages to somehow retrace to this level, I'll see what it does. If I see some rejection, then I'll look for further short opportunities. I'll probably just set an alert around here as well. Yeah, so if that happens, then I'll get involved once I see some decent price action. If price just pulls in, pauses at the level, then I'll look for some more short opportunities on that pair. EURCHF, this one's marked as red because it's probably just a little ways off, right? So we had price break past this massive range that it was in for a while, kind of a rangy uptrend, right? So we had price break past these previous highs just here, and it ripped hard past it, right? So analysis is still kind of the same. We just saw pretty much consolidation all week last week, so I'll just be looking for it to pull back into this level, this broken level here. It's probably going to take some time for that to happen. If it does happen, then I'll look to trade it, kind of in confluence with this kind of trend line, maybe the zone. I don't know if it'll even set up, right? But if it does, then I'll be looking for long opportunities on this pair. EURJPY. So this was one of my missed opportunities this week, right? So we had price pull back into this steeper trend line, right? So we had a nice trend line rejection together with clearer on the lower time frames. All right, so we had these previous highs just here that were broken. Price pulled back into that level, confluence with the trend line. It showed some nice rejection, and then we had that move. So actually, no, I did take this trade. That wasn't this week. That was last week. Yeah. So this week, this is the touch here. So that actually did not set up. There wasn't a clear zone here, but we did have that kind of confluence with the trend line, right? So price kind of pushed into the trend line, rejected, didn't actually quite get there, if I'm being honest. Yeah, so didn't quite actually get to the trend line, but either which way, what I'm looking for this week, right, is we had price break past these highs set last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago. Again, my time is mixed up. So we had price break past these previous highs just here. So all I'll be looking for is the price pull back into the broken highs, maybe confluence with that trend line again, show some rejection, and then look for further long opportunities. GBPUSD. Jump back to the daily time frame. So this was something that I forecasted last week, right? If I just get rid of this. So, I did an analysis kind of around this area here, and I was looking for price just to pull that a little bit lower, kind of into these broken highs here, which is why I have that alert set, right? And that to me is still a valid trading level that I'll be looking for. It's a shame that I didn't get involved here. It didn't quite pull back deep enough, but this is still something I'll be looking at, right? So kind of pull back into the level, show some rejection, and then look for further long opportunities. Price has just been in this uptrend for a while, so I don't know, maybe let me see if we'll get like a trend line confluence, maybe. What's most valid? Yeah, maybe something like that, kind of pull back into the trend line, something like this, together with the zone. That would be cool. That would be a nice trading opportunity for me. So I'll just keep an eye on this. This is something I'll be interested in trading. NZDJPY. So just gonna continue looking for long opportunities on this pair. What I'd be looking at, we kind of have this minor level just here, right? So we had these previous highs here that were broken, right? I'll just jump to the H4 time frame to have a look to see what that looks like. I kind of already tested it, but let's see. So I don't know. It's not super clear, right? It's not a super clear level. So I mean, I'll keep an eye on it just to see what it does. If price kind of pulls back into this kind of area, shows some signs of rejection, then I'll look for further long trading opportunities. Equally, if price kind of motors on and kind of breaks past these highs, then I'll just be looking for it to break past these highs, retrace, test it, and then look for further long opportunities. That's what I'll be looking for on this pair. It's very similar to AUDJPY, but AUDJPY is probably just a little bit clearer. You know, so if either of these things set up, if you get that sort of pullback into these levels, either on NZDJPY or AUDJPY, they're heavily correlated anyway. So whatever looks the clearest for me, then I'll look for trading opportunities on that pair, if they even set up, right? So I'll just be keeping an eye on it. And then last on the list for this week is USDCHF. So what I'll be looking for on this pair, the same analysis as of last week. We had this major trend line that was broken, right? It's not the cleanest trend line, but you know, it's valid enough, right? So we had a massive breakthrough of the trend line. Price did break and retest these previous highs here, and we had that massive push. But if we kind of have this slow retracement back into that level, these broken highs together with this potential trend line that might be forming, then you know, I'll look for rejection around this level and look for more trading opportunities. We kind of already started to see some kind of a retracement just here, the beginnings of a retracement. You know, only time will tell if it actually does retrace all the way. So I'll just keep an eye on it and see if it does set up, right? So it's red, it might take some time for it to set up, maybe a couple weeks. So even if it does set up, right? So we'll just be keeping an eye on it. And that's pretty much it, right? As I said, on the GBP pairs, for me, you know, they have some nice clear uptrends like GBPUSD. I know GBPJPY is also a nice clear uptrend. So I'll just be keeping an eye on, you know, a lot of the GBP pairs together with the AUD pairs. You know, we have AUDUSD as well in this nice long-term uptrend. So you know, I'll just be keeping an eye on particularly the odd pairs and GBP pairs for continued buying opportunities, right? In general. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the you know, kind of forecast into the week. You know, hopefully some trades actually do set up for me. Maybe get some nice trading opportunities on the lower time frames in those nice longer term uptrend directions. If they do set up, then you know, hopefully I'll have some good trading opportunities. Anyway, enough rambling. If you made it this far, as usual, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe and join me on this trading journey of mine. All right, see you later.